Hi, I'm Alex Archbold. I've been buying and selling antiques since I was a kid. Over the years, generations of our family have gotten involved in the business, and I'll search just about anywhere I can to find hidden treasures both big and small. I never know what I'll turn up next. It's about exploring new places, seeing new sights, and having fun. And even though sometimes I get over my head, we try and make things a little better along the way. This is Curiosity Inc. Well, good morning, everybody. Today I am out in the town of Mayerthorpe, Alberta on this foggy, brisk winter morning. And I'm out here to meet a lovely couple who actually used to be customers at my store and now have opened up a shop where they're doing repairs on cars and motorcycles and building and manufacturing stuff. So I'm coming out to have a look at their shop and do a shop tour. Hopefully this will end up being a good connection for me too, as there's always something I need fixed up. And in this town, seems like there's lots of things that need fixed up around here. So maybe they've got a bustling business in this area. As for me, I'm gonna go off to their shop and we'll do a little walk around and see just what they're up to. Whew, I better watch out where I park around here. I am guessing this is the place. In the middle of the country, they've built basically like a replica gas station out here with the shop, some old trucks, some dogs in the background. I'm gonna knock on the door and see if anybody's here.
Hi, my name's Shane Gilroy.
I'm Barb Gilroy, and we are 380 Motorsports. Our YouTube handle is at 380 Motorsports Customs, and Shane has been a builder for many years, typically working initially on his own stuff, but excited to start to get to work on some customer builds. And that's actually what's behind us here today, is this 1940 Pontiac is a customer build. What else do you want to say about 380?
We're pretty new to this, but we're doing the best we can, and I hope you like what we do.
All right, well, let's do a little tour.
Yeah, you bet.
Noticed the car as soon as we walked in, and I also noticed all the cool signs. I don't know, you guys used to come and shop at my store every once in a while, and I do recognize one thing over there in the corner. That Suzuki bike, that was actually, I did an episode on that. Pulling that out of the garage where it's at. Did you ever see that? Somewhere on my channel.
I did see the episode.
Yeah,
where you got that out
and you got it running and all that good stuff?
Yeah, you bet I did.
Oh gosh, it was sitting for a while, but
Yep.
It looks good over there. But we're gonna before I get too excited to go look at the motorcycle again, and you've got motorcycles stuck on the wall. It's hard to come to a place like this when you see stuff that you would normally buy. You know, all the old trucks and cars, but you got it laid out really nice in here. So how long ago did you build the shop?
We built this shop about 8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to have when we lived in town, I had a little shop, and that's where I did most of my work. But yeah, we moved out into the acreage, and about 8 years ago, we built the shop and collected some stuff, and here we are today.
It looks fantastic. So your wife was saying this is a 1940 Pontiac suicide door. I don't think those are factory rims on this car. Was this hot rodded at one point?
No, this was not. This was a factory car. The fella that had it, he didn't have the frame and stuff, so that's what I'm working on now. I'm working on putting an S10 frame in it.
Oh, I see. So it's sitting on an S10 frame.
Yeah, you betcha. And these would have been the S10 wheels and stuff, but so they're probably going to go to the wayside later with some real nice wheels.
And S10's a pretty popular chassis to use for rods
Very
and stuff,
common.
right?
Folks have been doing that for years and years.
And is that because the wheelbase is very similar to a lot of the older cars?
Very similar, and then it's the old cars were little. So then that little S10 frame fit the width and stuff like that as well.
So did you have to do much modifying? Because it looks like a perfect fit.
Not bad. The back is not fully done yet. I had to, what they call back half it, because the S10 frame kicked up too high. So I had to back half it and I have to four-leg it. So that's what I'm working on now.
So that's some serious stuff.
Yeah, it's some fabricating.
That's more than I'd want to get into myself. But so what is his plan for this car?
When he contacted me, he wanted just a nice old car to run uptown, get ice cream, something to cruise around, something reliable. So he wants something. I'm not gonna paint it. I'm gonna try and preserve the patina, make it look good, make it safe, and probably an LS so that it drives nice, gets good mileage, stuff like that.
LS, that'll get you more than just around town.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a pretty hot engine in this thing. And you know, the patina look is really in right now, and this car definitely has that in spades. The crusty, dusty, and rusty is what you see at a lot of car shows now. I think it's because there's that allure of wanting to have something that still, you know, you get that sense of having a project or a, you know, you get a feel for its history, where the dents are and stuff. It's surprising that this plexi visor has survived all those years, or was that something he put on later?
Nope, that survived. That survived many, many years.
And that's under the dust. You can kind of see that's actually green.
Yeah.
Like green plastic. That's so cool. So did he get the interior and everything for it too, or?
No, so he had the seats recovered. So he has them. I have yet to see them, but we have to do the door panels and the headliner and stuff like that.
Okay, so you got a 40 Pontiac on the go.
I'll show you if you don't mind. I'll show you one other real neat thing with this car.
Okay, yeah, sure.
A buddy of mine looked into it for me, but you can see here, it's the Stan Reynolds Wetaskiwin.
Oh, from the dealership, yeah.
Yeah, so it was from the dealership way back in the day when Stan came back from the war. He opened up a dealership, and so this car was sold from there.
That's really cool.
That's
and
real neat, yeah.
They had a BA service station as well.
Okay.
The Reynolds family did. That's what they started with, and then they got that. And yeah, of course, Stan was a fighter pilot and one of the first recipients in the world to have plastic surgery.
Is that right?
Yeah, he burnt up in a crash, and he was basically like a test subject to try out plastic surgery, and they did, and it was successful. So interesting story behind that, and what a cool badge to have on the back of the vehicle too.
For sure it is, yeah, for sure it is.
And as we were walking by the Pontiac here, I had to kind of mind where I was stepping, because you have what looks like some killer cabover build going on here. Look at these. That'd take your eye out. This is going to be some sort of like this Mad Max looking thing that you're building here.
Yeah, you bet. So what this is a 49 GMC cabover is how it started, but it has I have a custom chassis and a 12 valve Cummins in it and stuff now. And the original truck came from, it used to be a fire truck, and it came from Silton, Saskatchewan. It was a pumper truck then.
So did you build this chassis yourself?
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah.
Wow, that is some really nice metalwork you've done. I like the beer keg. Are these going to be functioning gas tanks?
Yeah, they will. They'll be the fuel tanks. You betcha.
Oh, she runs on beer, eh?
Yeah.
That's the ultimate Canadian hot rod there. Runs on a couple kegs of gas. That's cool. Yeah, this is nice, clean work that you've done. And so I guess you're not afraid to tear into big, complicated projects. I mean, nothing gets more big or more complicated than working on a cabover. And is that part of the original fire station deckling on there?
Yeah, so if you could kind of see, I sanded it away a little, and it's because it said something else. I don't really remember what it said, but once I sanded away, I could see it was Silton, and then we did some research, and that's in Saskatchewan. So
and gumballs, just in case
I put my deal on it.
Your 380 customs. That's your.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to take this around the track?
No.
I thought that's what the Mad Max spikes on the wheels are for. You can take out your competition.
That's right.
So big project. What's the timeline on this? Or is this something you're doing when you have the time to do it?
That's correct. And I've been working on it for quite a while. I did have this truck running originally, like with the original frame and stuff, and I drove it around like that for a little bit just for fun. But yeah, I've had this. I've been working on this for quite a while, and it's in between. I work on it a little bit.
So what's the goal? Is this going to be like a car hauler, or?
I think it's going to just be an old rat rod cruiser.
Oh, look at this. You have like aircraft looking.
Yeah, and I've been working on that interior, yeah.
So did you build these seats?
That's correct, yeah.
So how are you forming all this stuff? Like, do you...
This is just, I just hammer and dolly the edges and dimple die and just, I build the pieces and then just rivet it all together, right? So.
Gosh, nice brass rivets on there and everything. Okay, well that's...
It's crafting for boys. That's what
crafting for boys. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. But very neat. And
got it up on these blocks, but it'll actually sit fairly low, and then this rail closest to you can explain that.
Yeah, so when the cab's on and I have it on the blocks to work on it, but when it's ready to roll, this will sit on the ground with it aired out because it's on air ride as well. Right?
Air ride suspension.
Yeah.
So what is going to be on the back of this?
It'll be basically an open chassis, and I have in the front, I don't know if you noticed, but I have some hugger fenders that I built. We can look at quick, but
yeah,
that'll just cover the tires, and it'll just be basically a long truck.
Okay.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, this isn't, you didn't build yourself a short box here. This thing is like school bus length.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty wild.
The first rendition, what I find is that when he starts with a project, it often evolves into something else. So I could see him putting a deck on it at some point and utilizing it differently.
Well, a hauler of some kind would be handy.
Exactly.
A ramp truck or something, right? Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, very good. And then of course you've got the, was this like a 53 Chev over here? Or?
This one's a 51.
51. Oh, that was off.
They're all the same pretty much, but
And you've done the matte green, the army kind of finish.
the army green.
You've got your patented 380 logo, but as a star on the side.
And this one has been in the family for over 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
And I like the military kind of canvas looking interior in there. And it looks like, you know, it was purpose built. Is that your fuel tank right there?
That's the fuel tank, yeah.
Neat.
It's a kind of a cell underneath it. I built that one to fit the frame, right? So
It looks like you like things low to the ground because these fenders on your motorcycle trailer are, but this is on air.
this is on air as well, yeah, you betcha. This truck's on air as well, and then those fenders match these fenders.
Not many people I know would put Krager rims on a little trailer and put air ride suspension on it. That's like a full little hot rod on its own. That little,
Trailer, right?
that is so cool. And
Those rims have a really unique, those particular rims have a really unique
So,
spring.
like Barb said, this truck, I restored this truck when I was young, and those were the original rims and, well, not tires, the new tires, but those were the original rims that used to be on this
truck.
when I first put it together.
And now it's back together. You got it slammed. You got, look at the clearance between the rear wheel and the fender. There's like hardly, I don't even think you could fit like, you couldn't even fit a finger in between there. Like a few playing cards maybe. And you don't have any, I guess it wouldn't rub if it's got the enough clearance.
That's
you're
right.
fine.
And once it airs up, it's plenty clear. Yeah,
Wow,
gotcha.
that's impressive. So have you been using the trailer?
I haven't yet. I finished this trailer late in the fall here,
And you did a video series on this trailer,
that
didn't
is
you?
correct. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure if somebody is watching at home and they want to see how you built this trailer, which looks really cool in person, the build quality seems very crisp and clean, they can check that out on your channel. So, and I guess we're in like your supply shop area back here now,
Yeah,
where the important stuff is, like the Coke machine and the remote control trucks, and every kind of paint and cleaner and helmets and stuff. Very organized.
Very OCD.
Good.
Well, and then when I built this garage, I wanted the old look. So then things like my shelves and things like my bolt bin, I wanted to build it all so that it looked like it was old,
Oh yeah.
right. So
The only thing you're missing is you got to put like the 1 1/4 or
Yeah.
3/8 or whatever, so you know what's what. But
yeah, you bet.
that's like the old hardware stores used to have stuff like that. Very neat. And you built yourself a little
I
stairway.
built the stairs up into my mez where I can
Is that like the party cave up there?
a little bit. Yeah, you bet.
Can I go up?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm going up. I would never say no to going up to checking out a cool space. You got all these little, even the details, old license plates on the steps, barn board on the wall. Oh yeah, this is where it's at. You've got parking meter. Wait, do you have to pay to be up here? You got to put a nickel in, and then you can only sit for so long. And then you got the TV set rocking. So nice little space up here. I feel like you could have another.
Probably recognize some of these items.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah. They look good in this setting. You could be like a professional decorator for man caves. You got like the skin rug and the furniture and everything going on up here. Super cool. And then you got a nice view of the shop. So you've got the one lift right now, pretty heavy duty.
Yeah.
And any plans to put other lifts in down the road or?
It depends on what the future holds. That'll do me for now, I think. But yeah, so we'll just keep on trucking with that for now.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic shop you have here. And if you got the Mac Bulldog hanging out. Is he like watching out at the shop, keeping his eye on things? And little Yamaha decorative motorcycle strapped on the wall. So, what's the timeline looking like on that Pontiac?
I'm hoping, I definitely want to get it done before the spring, because I think that fella, a friend of mine, right? So I think he wants to drive it this summer and stuff a little bit, and maybe, we'll go cruising a bit and stuff. So I definitely
a little bit on the car show circuit.
Yeah, you betcha. So definitely want to get it done for the spring. Yeah.
Right, and I mean, really, if you're keeping the body more or less as is, then it's engine, drivetrain, buttoning up the frame.
That's right.
Not too bad.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful shop. I mean, is there anything else you want to show me while we're here today?
No, just
I mean,
I like to go to auctions. I like to look around for these little trinkets and stuff, and it's fun to find things. And if they catch my eye, I like to put them on a shelf or something, right?
Well, what a great shop, and pretty fantastic build quality here too. So definitely check out their YouTube channel, and you can watch their builds and what they're up to online as well. And yeah, really appreciate you having me out today.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. Well, that was a fun visit and an absolutely lovely couple. So check out 380 Motorsports Custom on YouTube, and you can follow along as they're doing their custom builds and starting off their new journey with their channel and their business. As for me, it's really good to come out and meet folks like this, especially people who I've met or done business with before, to know what skill set they have, because I always need somebody who can help me with stuff. And his welding skills are fantastic. His custom builds are fantastic. So I'm looking forward to hopefully doing some business with them down the road. But guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and tune in for more. We'll see you guys soon. And as always,